Hey guys, and welcome to my level 50 account tour. It's been a little bit since my finale video, but I've been busy catching up on some stuff. I'm planning on doing a full-on tour for this video, including stats, medals, Pokedex, and of course Pokemon. As for the basic stats, I'm of course level 50. I'm at 7.5 thousand kilometers walked, most of which are from a phone swing that I've used overnight with my phone. This is because, as a free-to-play, I needed a reliable source of Mega Energy without doing the raids, which for me is keeping Megas as a buddy. I've caught 88,000 Pokemon total and spun 56,000 Pokestops, not terribly high considering my XP. Speaking of, I'm also at 180 million XP. Most of the post-level 50 XPs from the friendship milestones I've been finishing up. And of course, I've started the account the 16th of May, so more accurately, I got level 50 in 11 months, or 9 months, not including the 2-month break I took for my CFA. I have some route badges, but I don't think this section is particularly interesting. Gym badge wise, I got quite a few gym badges to gold tier, either through raids or defending, a total of 17 gold gym badges. Moving on to the good stuff, the medals. I have two what I would call legacy medals from the Sinnoh Tour 2024. The Pearl Medal and the Rotom Medal. I have a total of 29 collection medals thanks to the bug out event. I have the Kanto Platinum Medal with the last Pokemon being Kangaskhan from Mega Raids. As expected from the basic stats, the Collector Platinum Medal, the Scientist Platinum Medal, and I've done laps around this one, since I've used evolving Pokemon as extra sources of XP. Also the Backpacker Platinum Medal, hinted by the basic stats as well. The Battle Girl Platinum Medal, thanks to me being free to play and fighting for those gyms, but I don't yet have the Gym Leader Medal. My other Pokedex Platinum Medal, Johto, thanks to a Corsola trade from someone in my community. My Berry Master Medal, also thanks to my gym taking, but I haven't made much progress since achieving this medal, simply due to laziness. My Pokemon Ranger Platinum Medal, one of my personal favorites as I love doing field researches during events and community days. One of the reasons I hit level 50 so fast, my Idol Medal with 130 best friends, 39 million XP minimum alone, not even including the 50% bonus friendship XP season, and the hundreds of Ultra Friends I know I've gotten. The Platinum Great League Veteran Medal, since GBO is essentially required as a free-to-play to make decent progress. The Ultra League Veteran Platinum Medal, also gotten in the same way. And the Master League Veteran Platinum Medal. This I didn't get as ethically, as I used my roommate's account to help grind friend PvP battles in the Master League. The Picnicker Platinum Medal, one of the easiest Platinum medals to get as long as you live in a pretty active Pokemon community, as only using the lure modules you get from level up on community day events can easily achieve this medal for you. The Successor Platinum Medal, pretty easy to obtain by alternating Mega Beedrill evolutions in between your daily Mega interactions for all your Megas. This is thanks to getting unlimited Beedrill energy from gym stops. The Tiny Pokemon Collector Medal, a medal I grinded for pretty hard right before the event that gave Pokemon of its kind in abundance. Unfortunate, but thankfully I learned the Zorua trick to more easily farm it when Zorua comes back into rotation. The same thing goes for the Jumbo Pokemon Collector, but the Zorua trick works a lot better with XXL Punkaboos as well. And lastly, my Platinum Vivillon medal, thanks to everyone that watches my videos, my first Platinum medal by pinning postcards. But that's all for my Platinum medals. Summarizing my gold medals super quickly, I'm pretty close to a good chunk of my remaining Pokedex medals and Jogger medal. I'm halfway done my Pikachu, Defender, Streak, Raids, and Referral medals, thanks to everyone using my referral code, and not much else to say about the remaining medals. And of course, all the catch type medals are made platinum thanks to various different events and evolutions. Pokedex wise, as you know, I have the Platinum Kanto medal. Thankfully, most of the regionals are accessible in North America with alternate forms: Galarian Mr. Mime, Galarian Farfetch'd, and Mega Kangaskhan. Also, the Platinum Johto medal. I got the Heracross from the Gold Fest event last year, and more recently, Mega Heracross raids. And the Corsola from the community trade, but the Galarian Corsola may be available in the game sometime soon. For the Hoenn medal, I am missing 2 regionals. Zangoose is one I'm planning to get during my Japan trip, and the hard one is definitely Relicanth, especially since I wasn't playing during the Hoenn tour. Thankfully, I got Torkoal from a local. I'm not done the Sinnoh medal, but that's only because it's impossible to get, missing Fion, Manaphy, and Arceus. Otherwise, I got all of them. From Unova, I'm missing the regionals Maractus and Sigalith. I'm missing the Mienfoo line, also missing the next two regionals Bouffalant and Heatmore. Volcarona due to the lack of candies. And the last three Pokemon I'm missing are two of the Genie Pokemon, Thundurus and Tornadus, and the ticket-locked Mythical Keldeo. From Kalos, I'm missing the Skittle line introduced during the Safari events, Meowstic, which I could do a raid and use rare candies for, the Honedge line, which has not been released. I'm also missing two regionals, Halucha and Klefki, both pretty high in demand regionals, and finally the ticketed Mythical Diancie. Starting from Alola, I'm missing a bunch of unreleased Pokemon, so I'll end the Pokedex tour here. Looking at my battle tab, in the lifetime of this account, I'm at 3,500 wins with nearly 6,900 battles, just over the 50% win rate. My longest win streak was 37 from the first season of this account during the Single Type Cup, and I'm just under 8 million Stardust earned from PvP. This doesn't include all the legendaries and rare candies as well. Looking at my item bag, I expended most of the useful items. I'm currently at 1750 bag space as a free-to-play player. I have potions, I have lots of Pokeballs with a second Master Ball. I have berries with a bit too many golden raspberries. I have 10 incense and 5 lucky eggs. With the extra items, coin bag and mystery box. I have some premium items like rare candies and excels, a rocket radar, purified gems, and some egg incubators. I have my last remaining remote raid pass. I have a nice surplus of lures that I'll probably use in the future. I have my Zygarde cube with 39 cells. I'm not a big fan of routes. I have some TMs with my remaining elite count of 3 fast TMs and 5 charge TMs. And I have some extra evolution items. Since I'm not saving anything and use everything that was useful, not a particularly interesting bag tour. And the finale, the Pokemon tour. I have a total of 1550 Pokemon storage as a free-to-play player. I'm planning on keeping as many Japanese Pokemon as I can for distance trades, but all my Pokemon are organized in tags. I'm starting from the very bottom and I'll end it off on my shinies. The last tag is Legacy for Pokemon that still need Legacy moves, just Metang and a Dino. Next tag is for Pokemon that I'm still trying to power up and use rare candies on. But now I have my raid attackers. My bug attackers, I don't plan on using them very much, are my Vikavolt from the Grubbin Community Day. My steel type attackers are 3 Metagross I evolved during the last Go Tour from Meteor Mash, with my Hundo Metagross from Field Research. A 98 was also from Field Research and the other one was from an egg. My fairy type attackers are Xerneas with my Hundo Xerneas from GBL, a Shadow Gardevoir and my Hundo Mega Gardevoir. My flying type attackers are Mega Rayquaza with Dragon Ascent, Shadow Moltres with Legacy Sky Attack, and Yveltal with Oblivion Wing when they were in raids. My rock type attackers are a mishmash from the Adventure Week last July. My Legacy Rock Wrecker, Rhyperior, 3 Rampardos, a Tyrantrum, and my Mega Tyranitar with Legacy Smackdown. My ground type attackers is a Shadow Garchomp with Legacy Earth Power evolved during the Sinnoh Tour. 5 Groudons with the shiny being my Primal, which still needs to be powered up to level 30. My old Primal having Legacy move Precipice Blades. My ice type attackers are honestly what I can get. A lucky shiny Mamoswine from my roommate, a Galarian Darmanitan, a second Mamoswine, 2 Weaviles with a Hundo from GBL, and a lucky Swinub on standby. My poison type attackers have not changed from the first 2 months of this account. All Neoligos when they were in raids at the end of July last year. My dragon type attackers is a lucky Origin Palkia with 4 other Origin Palkia. I also have my Hundo Salamence that I got during the community day as my Mega. My grass type attackers are all Kartanas with a shiny, but 3 still need powering up to level 30. My fighting type attackers are 5 Conkeldurs, 2 Luckies, and 3 maxed ones, including my Hundo from the community day. I also have a Terrakion with legacy move Sacred Sword. My water type attackers are all Kyogres with the shiny being my Primal. My electric type attackers are 4 Zapdos, 3 Shadows with the Shadows getting the legacy move Thundershock, and 2 Shadow Raikus. One of them still needs powering up. My psychic type attackers, at least the Pokemon species, has not changed since the first 2 weeks of this account. 6 Shadow Mewtwo's, some of which have been replaced during the more recent Shadow Mewtwo weekend. My Fire-type attackers includes my shiny Reshiram, my Mega Charizard, and 4 Heatran with Legacy move Magmastorm when they were in raids for the millionth time. My Dark-type attackers includes a Hundo Hydreigon with Legacy move Brutal Swing, and 4 Tyranitar with the highest level 1 being my Mega. The other tag is from miscellaneous Pokemon, my Lucario for Rocket Leader battles, my shiny Lucky Greninja from the Comday from trading with my roommate, the Galarian Moltres that I got using the Master Ball, my only best buddy Gyarados, my shiny Cryogonal, also traded from my roommate, my Zygarde, the level 50 starter Squirtle, and Poipole. M2 is the tag for my Mythicals, which of course includes my Hundo Jirachi. ML1 is the tag for Master League Pokemon, of which I only have 3, Conkeldurr, Snorlax, and Florges. UL1 is my Ultra League Pokemon, which I don't have many of anymore, many of which have legacy moves. GO1 is of course my Great League team, which I have a lot more, of which legacy moves I do have mainly through community days. T2 is a tag I use to save Pokemon I want to transfer away during the 2x Candy Spotlight hours. T1 is the tag for Pokemon that are available for trades. This includes special Pokemon like Sunglasses Shiny Squirtle, reserved Pokemon for people in my community, and regionals that other locals might be interested in, mainly from the Sinnoh Tour. M0 are high IV Pokemon that have Mega Forms but I don't have the energy for yet. This includes a Lundo Pidgeotto and a Hundo Steelix from the GoFest event. M3 is the tag for all my completed level 3 Mega Pokemon, most of which I probably don't need anymore. M1 is the tag for my in-progress Megas, where I've Mega Evolved at least one time already. I have a bunch of them here since I've been super lazy about it since hitting level 50. E1 used to be the tag for Pokemon I want to evolve for Pokedex entries. N1 is the tag for Nundos. 15 Nundos with 88 Pokemon caught, which seems a bit below average. H1 is for Hundos, of which I have 64, either from Luckies, Field Research, Purified, Raids, or caught in the wild. The metal ones are the ones you've already seen, my Hundo Mints, Metagross, Hydreigon, Conkeldurr, Xerneas. I also got a Hundo Tapu Bulu recently from GBL, and a bunch of other miscellaneous Hundos. I also got 2 Hundo Scatterbugs. And finally, my shinies. These include any Pokemon not reserved for trades and not included in my raid teams. Starting from the most recent, I'll go through each of the shinies very quickly. Shiny Combi was from the Bug Out event. Lecitong was from an egg. Skitty, Diglets, and Wailmer were auto catcher finds from the Sizable event. We of course have all the shiny Bagons from the community day. We also have additional shinies from the Sizable event, Wimpod, Wailmers, a Blitzel, and a Diglett. Bronzor to Mischievous is from the Rocket event. We of course got the shiny Shadow Mewtwo, and the shiny Tapu Lele from the Raid Hour. Sableye and shiny Shadow Trapinch were also from the Rocket event. Hoppip to Mardil were shinies from the Verdant Wonders event with Zarude. Of course, we got the extra shiny Groudon. Costume Cottony, Flabebe, Blitzel, Bronzor were all Verdant Wonder shinies as well. Castform, Lickitung, and Swablu were all Weather Week shinies. We also have the extra 2 shiny Kyogres. Next up are the shinies from the Litten Community Day. Another shiny Castform from the Weather Week. Scyther, Beldum, Grammars, Pikachu, and Nidoran were all from the Pokemon Horizons event. All the electric type shinies are from the Charged Up Research Day. I managed to get all of the shinies from that event. An extra boosted Bronzor. A shiny Tapu Koko on my very first raid, a Dex entry. Additional wild shinies in the form of Skitty, Lickitung, and a shiny Pampor. A surprise event for Pokemon Day for the costume Pikachu and Bulbasaur. I managed to find 3 shiny Alolan Sandshrew thanks to the perma boost during the Spotlight Hour. Bunch of shinies from the Sinnoh Tour. They debuted Stunky, boosted Voltorbs, costume Pikachus, a Mesprit, Chimchar and the Incense, a Growlithe, a Hatch Bonsley, Wild Shellos, Drifloon, Eevee, and a Glameow. A shiny Azelf as well. I got Whismur, Swinub, and Shuckle during the Carnival of Love event. Shiny Dratini from the Spotlight Hour. Noibat from the Lunar New Year event. I played a little bit of the Chansey Com Day for 4 shinies. A random wild shiny Chinchou. A bunch of shinies from the Community Day recap event in December. Grubbin, Wooper, Axew, Froakie, Charmander, Axew, Swinub, Togetic, Stuffle, Slowpoke. Some Kanto shinies, Krabby, Seal, and a shiny Ditto from the Adamant event. A shiny Froakie from Costco. A random shiny Hitmontop. Feebas Spotlight Hour got me 5 shiny Feebas due to the boosted shiny rate. A random shiny Patrat and Lickitung. Shiny Ampharos from the Calm Day. A shiny Costume Pikachu from the Fashion Week. 2 wild shiny Mareeps. An extra shiny Garchomp from the Raid Day. Litwick from the Festival of Lights event. And of course, all the shiny Woopers from the Wooper Community Day, my babies. Another Litwick from the Mexican Day of the Dead event. Yamask from the Spotlight Hour. A Sableye, Costume Vulpix, Eevee, and Mischievous, all from the Halloween events. Sunkern and Hitmontop were from the Harvest events. The 2 Swablu are random shinies. The 2 Shroomish were from the Spotlight Hour. A bunch of shiny costume Slowpokes, Lickitung, Chimecho, Magikarp, Venonat, Bronzor, and Swinub from the Detective Pikachu event. I missed out on the shiny Detective Pikachu. Woobat, Growlithe, and shiny Shadow Aerodactyl, Swablu, Feebas, and Onix are all from the Out to Play event. Meditite is from the Psychic Spectacular event, and Giraffarig is from its Spotlight Hour. I got a random Galarian Stunfisk. The Oddish were from Research Day, with me getting an extra shiny Paris. The shiny Buizos, Houndours, and Hoppip were from the Paldean Ultra Unlock event. I got a shiny Gligar from a research task. I found some extra wild shiny Woopers and Chansey before their community days. I only got a couple shinies during the GoFest event, Costume Pikachu, Psyduck, Lickitung, and Cottonee. I got a random shiny Coughing, Lickitung, and Bunnelby as well. Paris and Spritzy were found during the Glittering Garden event. Shiny Steelix was found in GBL. My first shiny Shadow Aerodactyl from Cliff. I remember getting the shiny Trico from Incense. And Kabuto, Vulpix, Cranidos, Anorith, Archon, Snubbull, Eevee, and Tortuga were finds during the Adventure Week. Some of them weren't even featured spawns. Wurmple was an Incense spawn. Lickitung, Doduo, Glameow, and Marill were from the event that debuted routes. I remember Woobat was a wild spawn when I was walking to a raid hour. Rhyhorn was from its Spotlight Hour. Roselia, Fletchling, Cacnea, and Psyduck are cool wild spawns. Shiny Zapdos was my first legendary shiny and caught during its raid hour. Oshawott, Galarian Ponyta, and Absol were from the 7th anniversary event. Of course, I have all the shiny costume Squirtles from the Community Day event. Marill and Zigzagoon were wild spawns. Rufflet was from its Spotlight Hour. Chimecho and Numel were from the Dark Flames event. I have my good boy, my first shiny Wooper. I found the shiny Weevil as a Sneasel after a raid hour in the parking lot, about to leave. Starly and Murkrow were from the Solstice event. Staryu and Executor were from the Beach Week event, with Kabuto coming from the special Crab Spotlight Hour. Nidoran was my first auto catcher shiny. Nosepass, Barboach, Sableye, and Bellsprout were from the Looking for Gold research event. The disgusting Yungoos was a wild spawn. I remember finding Lillipup, Sunflora caught as a Sunkern, and Diglett from campus, all very close to each other. Coughing was a shiny I found at home right before the first day of the Shadow Mewtwo debut weekend. Glameow and Stunfisk were shinies I found during my walk around my house. And Castform was the first shiny on this account, when I woke up on day 2. But that's all my shinies I have available. I have quite a few missing, in particular some valuable shinies, but they were all traded away to my community for those who wanted them. But that's my account tour. Level 50, but no shundos. It's a shame, but what can you do? Thanks for watching, and have a great day.